Hello, welcome to Do Yoga Do You. Are we going? Yes, we are. I am here. I am Traci Mitchell. How are you doing as a human? This is your human check-in. Check in with yourself. Breathe. Your breath is everything, so check in with yourself. I always do a couple deep breaths. Keep breathing while I shuffle these cards. But welcome to the Do Yoga Do You podcast. I'll try not to do so much banging on the table, especially with the microphone. But got my new microphones hooked up, the Rode mic. Hopefully the quality's a little better. I don't know about the YouTube quality because I'm just speaking to the computer and I'm recording on my iPhone voice memos in terms of how I'm figuring all this out. Try not to say How about more ohms? So, this podcast, quick intro. I'm Traci Mitchell. I'm 37 years old. I am a yogi, beekeeping witch goddess, and I love to combine yoga into everyday life with mudras and mantras and nature and bees. I'm a beekeeper, and somehow we can tie this figure 8 in path and journey. It's almost like I'm putting this together right now. The day is a figure 8, and you always get back hopefully home to tuck yourself into bed at night if you're lucky enough. But let's ask the wise and mighty tarot. We're using the Rider-Waite deck today. Just excuse all my duct tape on this deck, but this is the Rider-Waite series. The original tarot deck. It's been around for hundreds of years, so we're going to ask the wise and mighty tarot, what does the Do Yoga Do You community need to know today? Your heart is your biggest energy center, so if you can move with your heart open, then you will have the King of Cups at your side. Super dope. So if you're trying to interpret the tarot card on your own, I'm going to open this up one more time before I want it to go to dead so I can't see myself because I'll talk better at you. But he's wearing blue. He's got a yellow-red cape. Fish. Looks like he's probably the king of Pisces, king of the ocean, king of the cups. The water is a water card. That's nice to know. But he looks like he's sitting on a tumultuous sea with a ship in the background. But he's the king, and he's welcoming this water because he can handle all the things. He's got his cup and his scepter, and he's got his king crown on, and he's sitting in his chair, not worried about anything. He looks ready to take on the world. And then you go to biddytarot.com, and I think I can move my thing around while we're filming. Heck yeah. There might even be a way to share screens, but not today, people. Maybe next time. But go to biddytarot.com, and then you type in King of Cups in the search engine, or you can go straight to Google. Biddy's become so popular that she's like, I think the first tarot reader that comes up, and then like Labyrinth House does. We got upright, emotionally balanced, compassionate, diplomatic. The King of Cups sits on a large stone throne and wears a blue tunic and a gold cape, a symbol of his authority and status. A small fish amulet hangs around his neck, symbolizing his creativity. In his right hand, he holds a cup representing the emotions, and his left hand, a scepter showing power and control. Unlike the other cups court cards, he doesn't look at his cup and seems to be focused elsewhere. Perhaps he's already mastered his emotional self and doesn't need to concentrate as hard on the faucet of himself anymore. The King of Cups appears to be floating on a granite block in the middle of a turbulent sea. Behind him on his right, a fish jumps out of the ocean, while on the left, a ship sails steadily despite the waves. These images show that the king stays calm and balanced even in turbulent conditions, and has learned how to stay open to his emotions and unconscious impulses without being overwhelmed by them. He keeps power and control while balancing his feelings. And then you can go into the upright. The King of Cup, everyone takes a breath with me. The King of Cups represents mastery over the realms of emotion, creativity, and the unconscious. When this card turns up in a tarot reading, you have gained control of your feelings and can accept them without allowing them to get the better of you. Even when life throws you a curveball, you can draw on your emotional maturity and stability to help you navigate these challenges. You don't let these things get to you, and you steer clear of drama instead of choosing an emotionally balanced and calm approach. If you are being challenged personally, the King of Cups suggests you need to remain emotionally mature when faced with negative energy from others. Be firm on your personal boundaries. stating what is and is not acceptable on an emotional level. This king is level-headed and in control of his emotions. He uses his intellect to make smart decisions and does not let circumstances or whims sway him from his central beliefs and morals. Stay true to your emotions and feelings and do not allow others to steer you off course. The King of Cups embodies the perfect balance between the executive and the heart. So the masculine is the executive and the heart is the feminine, your intuition. So this is like the yin and the yang of our souls. Not only are you able to assess and manage a situation logically, but you can also draw up your intuition and understanding of human interactions. As a leader, you care as much about achieving your goals and objectives as you do about making sure everyone is happy and engaged along the way. If you sense that logic and emotion are out of balance, draw on the energy of the king to realign yourself. As a king, he has a masculine, fatherly energy. As a cups card, he brings his emotional self to the forefront. He offers wise advice when it comes to feelings, emotions, creativity, and relationships, and can see the human dynamic in its entirety. The King of Cups is compassionate towards others, creates strong bonds and relationships based on patience and understanding. As you interact with others, you may need to navigate their strong feelings and emotional triggers so you can create a sense of peace in your actions. He may appear if you feel as a mentor, coach, or spiritual guide, or you may step into this role yourself. I hope I can be your spiritual guide. Please tune in every week. I'll be reading cards for you. If you'd like, I can get my spirit animal deck out too. And then this other cool thing we did in my yoga class this morning is I've been pulling up random mudras. I really want to find the part that talks about which planets are associated with your fingers and your chakras. It's going to be right here, so give me 2 seconds. Yes. So Mars is your thumb. Jupiter is your index. Saturn is your middle finger. Just kidding, I'll go down and cover it up for you. Apollo, what's Apollo? Is that a star or an asteroid? And is your ring finger. And then Mercury is your pinky. And then Venus is associated with your ring finger, which makes sense because it's your love finger with your middle, with where you put your ring. Saturn mount, Jupiter mount. They're saying your like knuckles or your mount. So Jupiter mount, Saturn mount, Venus mount, Apollo. So what's Venus and Apollo mean? I'm not sure. And then Mercury, and then Pluto. I'm just gonna show this to you guys. Pluto is this like chunkier part of your hand below your pinky, and then the lunar mount is underneath that Pluto point. I'm just telling you all of them. The thenar mount, I'm not sure what thenar means, is the chunky part of your thumb. The Earth mount is the center. The Mars mount is like the part that's like soft tissue between your index and your thumb. And then the Neptune mount is your line, your wrist line. Pretty cool. And then Uranus is where your pinky and wrist meet. Well, that's pretty cool. Well, that's how we're connected to the planets in our hands. If you want to talk about magic, I'm going to take a picture and share that on my thing. So I'll read this for you. Astrology and palmistry have always belonged together. If the practice of the mudras stimulates your interest in palmistry, you can find a large selection of literature on this topic. The mudras can actually strengthen the hands and the individual fingers, even changing character traits in the process. In the little finger, we find creativity, a sense of beauty, look at my pinky. I got my own pretty pinky. I can make it go straight, but I've been working hard to make it do that. That's fun. The mudras are helping me. It's helping all of us. The ring finger, there is a sense of family, the ability to love, and a feeling of security, initiative, sobriety, and the love of order are found in the middle finger. Intellectual faculty. Oh, sorry. Initiative, sobriety, and the love of order are found in the middle finger. Let's have a little pause. Intellectual faculty, individuality, and striving for power are the index finger. The will, instinctiveness, and vitality in general are found in the thumb. Further classifications from astrology and palmistry can be found in the illustrations on page 38. And that was what we were just looking at. And then palmistry goes into communication, relationship to others. Maybe we'll do that one next week. Boom. Already coming up with new topics. We'll learn about palmistry in our hand next week, friends. But yes, highly recommend Gertrude Hershey's mudra book if you're trying to get into hand mudras and the why behind each one. But yeah, I love Mars, Jupiter, Saturn in this Kubera. Oh, thank you for reminding me, Tracy. That page 89 is the Kubera Mudra that I wanted to. That's why I opened up the book, not just for the Saturn and the planets. Let's put it away. Oh, that was booty yesterday. Oops. The booty is the water mudra. My brain got to work. I got to go look to the back. Thanks for your patience. I hope you're having, make sure you keep your eyes on the road if you're driving and listening. Make sure you take more breaths. Can't talk. It starts with a K. Kubera. Kubera. 94. So close. All right, my friends. Dedicated to the god of wealth. Kubera. Take a screenshot if you're watching it on YouTube. Place the tip of your thumb and index finger and the middle finger together. Bend the other two fingers so they rest in the middle of your hand, that earth point. Do this with each hand. The Kubera Mudra can be used for a great variety of concerns. It doesn't matter how long it is practiced. See if I can do it while I hold the book. It doesn't matter how long it's practiced, but it does matter that you do it with intensity. Many people already know it is the 3-finger technique from Alpha training, and use it when they are looking for something specific, a free parking space, a certain dress, the right book, the necessary information. Others use it when they want to put more force behind their plans for the future. I was doing it on my walk today. Honestly, I was asking, it's like setting all my goals and intentions for this Do Yoga Do You brand of mine. It always involves goals that people want to reach or wishes that they would like to have fulfilled. With the 3 closed fingers, additional strength is given to the matter and a thought. It is obvious that something happens with the finger of Mars, forcefulness, Jupiter, resplendence, exuberant joy, and Saturn, fixation on the essential and the passing through new gateways of Saturn. Fixation on the essential and passing through new gateways. Join forces. So when Mars, Saturn, and Jupiter are joining forces, you're putting this mudra to specific use in everyday life is quite fun. It also gives us inner repose, confidence, and serenity. I'm feeling it. So practice Kubera Mudra every day. The practice is simple. In your mind, formulate your wish or goal very clearly into words. Ask your heart whether this is good for you and whether it enriches your surrounding world. Now place the 3 fingers together. Phrase your wish in a positive way. You say it out loud 3 times. I want my Do Yoga Do You community to grow to large numbers so I can help more people. Thousands, millions, whoever wants to hear my message. I want the Do Yoga Do You community to grow to thousands, hundreds, millions. Whoever needs to hear my message, I want to help heal people. I want the Do Yoga Do You community to grow into massive hundreds and thousands of times. May the Kubera Mudra help me. And I believe in the strength and the calling of Saturn and Mars and Jupiter together with the Earth as my grounding point. Believe in your goals. 3 times. That was pretty easy. You can do it. Press your fingers together while you do this. Done. If this concerns a parking spot or a new dress, then the mental preparation isn't as important. Otherwise, there are no shortcuts. The following meditation and the affirmation should be done 1 to 2 times daily for several days or weeks. This mudra can work wonders, and I'm speaking from my own experience. That's what Gertrude says. The Kubera Mudra opens and decongests, cleanses the frontal sinuses, which is cool, especially if you draw the air upward while inhaling as you want to smell the fragrance of a flower. So picture a nice flower that you like. And then take a deep breath in. Let that freshness of the flower be inside you. And know you can do anything and blossom like a flower. And then they give you one more thing. Visualize your goal, your future on your special wish in all its colors. At the same time, develop the feeling as it is already as if it were. I'm going to start that over. I'm sorry. At the same time, develop the feeling as if it were reality. The thought is at the procreative power, the Father, so our Father Universe, the procreative power. The feeling is the form-giving power. The feeling is the form-giving power of the Mother. Sorry, this is like a hard sentence for me. Just like large plants need longer to achieve their full bloom, the same applies to our goals and wishes. It is also obvious that we must make our own contribution to this process. So let's read that sentence one more time. Visualize your goal, your future, or your special wish in all its colors. At the same time, develop the feeling as if it is already a reality. The thought is the procreative power, the Father. The feeling is the form-giving power, the Mother. Just like large plants need longer to achieve their full bloom, the same applies to our goals and wishes. You guys are flowers. Remember, they don't just bloom in instants. It's also obvious that we must make our own contribution to this process. So your goals are going to take your effort. I give my best, and I let the rest be given to me is the affirmation. I give my best, and I let the rest be given to me. I give my best, and I let the rest be given to me. Remove the scarcity mindset. Let the water flow. your emotions, your feelings, the King of Cups. You are stable in your emotions. Now you have the power, the procreative power of the Father, and the form-giving power of the Mother for you with this Kubera Mudra and your goals and intentions in your head, in your heart, and then you go. That's all. And then Jenna Kutcher, a business coach, Nicole Beasy, my new coach, Caitlin, they would all say, top 3 priorities of the day. Do it. What else was I going to do with you guys? Oh, this breath work. So I definitely recommend the Life with Breath. Highly recommend it. We'll do the Oracles of Pluto next time. I'm seeing if I can find my spirit deck for you guys too. Excuse my backpack. If anyone does Inktober, you should do Inktober if you like to draw or get creative or paint. Inktober is created by, I think, Jake Parker. What is his name? What does the Do Yoga Do community know about their spirit animal today? But the Inktober is so fun. I did a lot of Dora drawings this year with Boomer, and I'll have to show you guys some, but not today. I don't have my journal nearby. My notebook. My shirt. All right, y'all. Breathe in. What do we need to know from our animal spirit guides today? Wise and mighty spirit deck. Speak your truth. Crocodile. Got the eye of the croc. Lurking in the water. Got another water card. King of Cups. Crocodile. Love it. That's fun. What do you think the crocodile means? I would give it 3 words of lurking, tenacious, and ready. Or like stillness. Where's the water card? Water, pants on fire. Crocodile, resting, submerging, collecting energy, cooling off. All right. The crocodile reminds us to step back from the external world and turn inward. Now is not the time for decisions and actions or discussion. The crocodile's mantra is wait. This doesn't mean lying around hoping life's challenges will disappear. The crocodile is much smarter than that. It means intentionally withdrawing, gathering our awareness, observing and building energy, fill up the vital reserves so your next move comes from a place of wisdom and power. When in balance, wise, patient, and silent powerhouse. When out of balance, feels stuck and lashes out. To bring in balance, rests in the Makarasana pose, which is Crocodile Pose. And I gotta see if I can turn this back on, because I do not remember what Crocodile Pose is. I think I've always forget this one. Let's see. Crocodile. Can't spell. Oh, you just lay down, but then you turn your feet out. And then you can rest, like you turn your ankles, your toes towards the outside of your mats, but your heels facing each other. And then you can rest on your elbows like this, or you can rest with your forehead down even. But just type in Crocodile Pose and then go play with it. That is your pose of the day. Thanks, Crocodile. Crocodile Pose, Makarasana. I'll take a little screenshot so I can share it with all you guys, the ones that came up when you just type it in. Aha, what a fun way. This one's funny. This lady is like laying straight down. I wouldn't necessarily call that, but maybe you play with the way you face your hands and all of the things. Oh, and you can also go up into like a lotus Makarasana. Not lotus, bow. Maybe it's bow. All right, y'all. Oh, one more thing, right? This breath. So, Life with Breath. Let's see who's the author. Life with Breath author. Ed Harold. I highly recommend this book. IQ plus EQ equals New You. It's like 30 days of breath work. Each chapter is about 5 minutes. It starts with a quote and then like a little bit of intro to the why behind the breath work, and then the breath work, and then more like how you're going to feel after you do the breath work. So today, I can't remember what day I'm on, like day 22 or 3. Maybe it's day 24 right now. I just kind of started at random and then I skipped some days. So don't feel bad if you don't get to every day, but if you can start staying committed, it is fun when you start doing it like every other day or like 2 days in a row and then skip a day and then do the practices that you learned the day before. But this one's about seasons. So we're still in fall, heading into winter. 21st is solstice and it's winter solstice. So if you're cold, like we keep our house at 62. So that helps us fall asleep at night. It helps with our heating bill. And I just wear layers. I'm definitely warmer with the second sweatshirt on today. which is nice. I'm just gonna remember to put 2 sweatshirts on because I don't feel cold at all, and my dogs are relaxing and sleeping just fine, and they got blankets. And 62 is not that bad. 55 I've heard is the like 55 is where you're getting dangerous into your pipes, so I would highly suggest don't go much lower than 60. Either way, building heat. So it's all about retaining heat. So retaining your breath helps you build your heat up, build your fire. If you're in the summer months and spring and you want to lose your fire, you hold your heat out. So you exhale and hold your exhale. So what we're going to try to do, I'm just going to do it for, how about, since it's already 20 minutes in, and I try to end around the 20-minute mark, we're going to go for 2 minutes together, and then I'll send you on your way. And if you're driving, I don't really recommend you doing this, but maybe just coming back to this breath work. So we're gonna inhale for, let's do 6. We're gonna inhale for 6, hold for 12. So you double your hold, and then exhale for 6, and then hold for 6, and then start back over. All right. So, and then you can always increase it. So if you want to do 8, inhale for 8, 16, and then exhale 8, hold for 8. And then you can also play within tripling the hold. So if you did 8, you could do 24-second hold, and then on the inhale hold, and then exhale still 8 and 8. And then you can play with 10s, you can move it down to 6, but then double or tripling your holds. Whether if you're fall, winter, you're gonna hold your inhale. If it's spring, summer, you're gonna hold out your exhale for longer. So let's go with the 8, 16, 8, 8. Sound good? So we're gonna inhale for 8. And now we're gonna hold. And then you let go for 8. And you hold for 8. And then you inhale for 8. And we hold for 16. And then we exhale for 8. And hold for 8. And then inhale for 8. This will be our last round. Hold for 16. Just got my extra because we're going fast. And then exhale for 8. Hold and just be. Check with your body. How do you feel? But that's how simple taking yoga into the world can be, by just having intentions for your day, knowing these mudras can help you at any point. So that's why I highly recommend a book about mudras, or just tuning into my podcast. I'll teach you some more, coming to my classes at Harmony Sanctuary, buying my book. My book doesn't really have a lot of mudras in there. There's a chapter with some boomer drawings, but I just kind of touch upon why mudras. I almost feel like I need to write a second book already about it, because I feel like the first Yoga Do book is just about the why behind the why of doing 365 days of yoga. And I think it's because it starts to change you. And the more I'm doing yoga every day, like, the commitment's there now. That's also the greatest gift 365 days will give you, is that it just becomes a part of your daily day. And you don't think about when you're doing yoga. You just know it's going to happen. And then obviously, to me, why the self-practice is why it's the key in the ticket, is because then there's no like of the little roadblocks in my book I talk about, is like getting to yoga, picking your time, picking your class. Do you have the funds? Of course, I want you to come to my classes, and I think the community aspect is there, and I need to start going to some of my own classes so I can learn more from other teachers. So it's one of my goals in 2025. So again, knowing your goals. I want to go to more yoga classes. I want to go to more yoga classes. I want to go to one yoga class a week. Start there. But I want to do 7 days a week at my house. Or I've been counting teaching with some students, some classes, but I also want to step away from like having my practice be their practice because I want to be able to be there more for my students. So I want to make my classes better. So yeah, come to my book club. The next meeting is 12/29. It's from 6 to 8 p.m. The last new moon is called the Black Moon. It's a very special moon. It doesn't happen every year where there's 2 new moons at the last month of the year. So I think it's a great time right before the New Year's to like bring your goal journal or bring a empty journal to write some goals in, then you can transfer it to your other journal. I always have like a yearly planner that I'm so excited to fill out that it's from Magic of I. So if you're looking for a really cool like new moon calendar, I'm not an affiliate. I literally found this calendar. I've been using Ink and Volt, another cool calendar, but they don't have the moons in it and the astrology stuff that this has, and I'm just so excited to head into my astrology witchy self this year even more. All right, y'all. I'm just trying to make sure I haven't forgotten anything, but I think we're good. We're heading into, I don't want to hold up your time. I love you. This is where we say pieces, love, keep shining your light so others can shine their own. Namaste. Oh. How do I turn this off? How do I stop this thing? Okay, bye.